are the types of cyber attacks affecting enterprise? Number one is data theft. Number two is hacking. Number three, very, very old technique and procedure, phishing, very classic, but still very successful today. Ransomware is the latest one, and finally, social engineering. Now, let's dig into some of the common, like data theft. Imagine data theft is stealing personal information, PII, no? So that's the one they are targeting in data theft, right? So imagine this statistic: 662 million in 2010 to more than a billion in 2020. So that's how the numbers skyrocketed in data breach. This is in United States setting. So this is 39 seconds per year. So that's the estimated statistics that business will fall victim to cyber attack. Okay? And the average cost of a data breach is a whopping 3.86 million US dollar. So that's how data breach is being, or data theft is being populated right now in the industry. Now, phishing. So phishing is like, they are embedding a link or a malicious link to your emails, and then when your employee or someone in the organization click it or open an attachment, that's how the malware came into the organization. No? So in PLDT Smart, we actually do a phishing simulation. So we are testing our employees, if they get baited. That's an important cybersecurity awareness campaign to your employee. If they get baited to a phishing email, they will ask to attend a training regarding to how to spot phishing email, how to prevent phishing email, etc. So because this is very important in terms of your cybersecurity journey, even you have the greatest controls in your organization, the greatest security equipment installed in your organization. But if your employees are the weakest point and they are being targeted, still, all of those controls will fall into vain, right? And we don't want to send a false sense of security to you guys that if you have maybe a firewall in place in your organization, maybe an IPS and IDS, you are 100% secure. Again, that's false sense of security. You have to look at cybersecurity on an end-to-end perspective, okay? So the reason how people are duped using this phishing email, these are the stats. Because of curiosity, because I want to know this, right? Because of urgency, because of fear, because of job application received and order confirmation, especially right now that online shopping is on the verge, right? All of us are doing online shopping. So those are the targeted, tactics of the hackers, no? Now, let's go to the stats. So this is the stats I get from a month ago when I attended the CISO conference, CXO summit. And I want to share this with you guys. That number one, ransomware is still the number one unsolved problem worldwide. Imagine, according to FBI, so 62% year-on-year increase in ransomware. Okay, there is an attack happening every 11 seconds. Imagine that. Every 11 seconds, there is a cyber attack. Fortunately, it's not in your organization, but definitely somewhere, sometime, that attack will be targeted to yours. And you have to work hand in hand to be able to prepare for that attack. And the cost of cybersecurity in 2021 is a whopping $20 billion business. So this is becoming a business right now, a very lucrative business. Hacking is being exploited by this hacker because they get or they extort a lot of money because of this. Now let's go on some stats specific to APAC. So APAC, of all the region, is the top region for ransomware attack. So I was trying to contemplate this, this data when I saw it. Then I realized most of the emerging economies are in APAC, right? So most of the new technologies are being deployed here. And this shift from one technology, from a legacy technology, old technology to a new technology, creates a lot of attack surface. That's why my conclusion here, that's why APAC is the most attacked region in the world, is because we are the emerging region in terms of technology, in terms of economy. Imagine, there is a ransomware happening 51 times per week. And there is an increase in attack just a year from 2020 to 2021 of 168%. Now, this is the most scary data that I get from that event. Philippines is in the crosshair of a ransomware group. Imagine now, we are the number one in Asia Pacific. That is the most attacked country. This is according to Group IB. If you research, Group IB is a non-profit organization. They're intelligence group doing scouting in terms of cybersecurity events in the region. So we are named number one most attacked, highly targeted in the region. And financially impacted 69% of Philippine companies. So this is a scary number. 69% got affected by ransomware in 2021. No, I am trying to question this, no, when I first saw this, no. But I realized when I get to interact with customers already, no, for the last 2 months, that many and many customers are reporting that they got ransomware. Now I already, somehow believe this stat that, many companies really, some are not just talking or not just saying that they are being breached for privacy reasons, right? Or maybe for the protection of their own company, that that will be a public knowledge that they get breached. But more and more companies right now are getting breached. But the skepticism, so again, in the Philippine setting, it's very good that 70% of these companies, they expect a breach coming in the next 12 months. Okay? And 51% of the 69% paid ransom, right? So they are paying ransom in terms of the cyber breaches. So imagine the impact in terms of financial and reputation. Okay? This one I get only last week when I attended the global adversary event, no, in Grand Hyatt. So these are the top 10 targeted sector in 2022 HAFAN. This is the most recent data that we got. Industrial, manufacturing, professional services, of course FSI, healthcare, tech, academia, retail, legal, logistics. So these are the top 10 targeted sector by ransomware in the first half only of 2022. Which shows only, again, our idea that cybersecurity cuts all industry. Not because you are in retail, you are already safe. Not because you are in healthcare, you are not targeted. Not because you're on professional services, you are targeted. In cybersecurity today, everyone is a target. Even us, as a person, right? As an individual, you are being targeted by these hackers. Always remember that one, okay? Now, the global concern for ransomware, I just want to pass this through so that you have an idea why is ransomware being populated now. So like this attack, SolarWinds, Colonial Pipeline, JBS. But what I want to highlight here is like this. Major firms like Microsoft, Cisco, and Intel were also affected. Imagine, these firms are big tech companies, right? That we think are already cybersecurity sophisticated, technology savvy. But still, their technologies are getting evaded. That's how smarter and how sophisticated the hackers are being developed right now, right? So other attacks that happen, the biggest in history right now, Acer, 50 million US dollar they pay ransom, no? So that's the biggest in recent history. You know what happened to this? Unpatched Microsoft server was the cause of this attack. The hacker was able to infiltrate through that unpatched server and encrypt all those laptops. And Acer has their proprietary intelligent property, right? So they have no choice. They are pushed on the wall to pay $50 million of ransom. Okay. Now, if there are CISOs here or security heads who are attending here, these are the top 5 priorities that the industry is saying for CISOs like you going into 2022. Again, number 1 is ransomware. How will you protect your organization from ransomware? Number 2, securing remote work, because all of us work from home nowadays. Hybrid working mode is already accepted. Third-party libraries or third-party partners who could be also liable if and when a breach happened to you. Talent shortage, because right now most security professionals are really scarce, right? And finally, securing the supply chain. This is the value of PLDT Enterprise, okay? So our holistic approach to cybersecurity, we abide by the data privacy in terms of data protection. We have our own threat intelligence. We are partnering with you as more than a customer to PLDT. We want you to be perceived as a partner moving forward in your cyber journey. Okay. So these are I would find time to discuss with you one-on-one if you got interested. But I mapped the services of PLDT and Smart or PLDT Enterprise to the capability. These are the offerings that we have. If you are interested, you just reach out to your respective RM. We could have a deep dive session about this one. And finally, I want to end my slide by sharing you this. So this came from our chairman, MVP, Manny V. Paningliran. He used this in one of our executive sessions. He says, it's either we pivot or we perish, okay? So very timely, very applicable, not only in cybersecurity, but ICT as well, that if we don't adapt to changes that is happening to our environment, the possible thing that will happen to us is to perish. That's why in PLDT Group, we want to partner with you, we want to assist you, we want to leverage our expertise to be able to share to you as our customer, and you partner with us, and we work together on this journey to be able to protect your organization.